Forging forward on the front lines of COVID-19, workers deep in the trenches, keeping the country fed and running. Now some are saying no more unless their voices and demands are met. 8-year-old Manny is the light and joy of his mother, Adriana Alvarez.
I hope he realizes that I will do anything to care for him.
The 27-year-old single mom has worked at a McDonald's outside Chicago for almost 10 years.
I love seeing when the customers are happy to get their food, knowing, that they get their coffee because, coffee excites people in the mornings.
She says she makes $13.45 an hour, barely enough to support her family. But she says the job that's been her lifeline is now potentially life-threatening.
Now we're categorized as essential workers. Before, we were just burger flippers who should get a better job, go to college, but now we're the ones out there risking and keeping, this economy flowing. So I feel like we've been very important. It's just people fail to realize it.
With millions of Americans staying home, workers like Adriana are helping feed America, staffing fast food counters and drive-through windows, and fulfilling grocery shopping orders. They've suddenly become frontline workers, but some say they're doing their jobs without the protections they need to keep themselves and their customers safe.
We deserve hazard pay. We deserve paid sick leave. We're risking it going to work, and we're still getting paid the same poverty wages, and I don't think that's fair.
Adriana is part of the Fight for 15 movement, which started out of advocating for raising the federal minimum wage to $15. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the group has also supported employee strikes around the country.
Get them off private property, otherwise they're going to get cited.
I've been working here for 14 years. I just walked off my job and went on strike today.
I'm the one who's the most at risk. I am at the guy who's in the drive-thru.
Yesterday, the group helped organize an online strike of McDonald's workers, including Adriana.
This is life or death. Someone in California, at least 3 people in California have had COVID cases, and one of them is fighting for her life on a ventilator.
That person is Sonia Hernandez, Jennifer Barrera Hernandez's mother.
She's a loving mom. She gave everything for us, and she was a single mom for us, and she worked at McDonald's for 18 years.
It was her job at McDonald's that allowed Sonia to provide for her family. Jennifer says Sonia at the time wasn't given gloves or a face mask at work. She began feeling ill in March, but continued to work. She tested positive for COVID-19 in early April after her health took a turn for the worse.
My cousin, she texted me that they were gonna take my mom to the hospital. My mom called us all, like my brothers and my sister and me. She called us saying that she was gonna have to go in the ventilator and they were gonna put her under sedation.
That was the last call Jennifer had with her mother.
She told me, I want you guys to take care of, and I want you to take care of the kids. That was before she was put in the machine. Take care of everyone.
Sonia is now in critical condition.
We had to make the decision whether if her heart stops, if we want them to resuscitate her or to just let her leave in peace.
An employee from the Monterey Park, California McDonald's store where Sonia worked filing a complaint last week with the state's Occupational Safety and Health Administration, asking in part that the company instruct all the workers who were exposed either directly or indirectly to self-quarantine, full pay for the time of self-quarantine. McDonald's said that when they were notified of the employee's COVID-19 diagnosis, they immediately reached out to 4 other crew members that had come in close contact with the employee, instructing them to self-quarantine for 14 days, and that the restaurant was closed overnight for routine deep cleaning.
The workers, I would say, just fight for your right. Because today is my mom, tomorrow, I don't know, it could be theirs or it could be them.
McDonald's telling ABC News they've changed nearly 50 processes since February, including adding employee wellness and temperature checks, and are confident employees impacted by the virus are receiving paid sick leave. The company says they're also exploring hero pay bonuses, adding, "Our #1 priority is the health and well-being of our people."
If you feel like you're doing the appropriate measures to keep us safe, then come on down and work with us. Come on down so that they can see exactly what we have to go through and how anxious we feel just to be at work. But if we're not at work, we can't feed our kids, we can't feed our families, we can't feed ourselves.
It's not just fast food workers raising their voices. Gig workers across the country have claimed to feel unsafe on the job as well. Vanessa Bain walked off her job as an Instacart shopper on March 13th, despite her work being more in demand than ever.
Coronavirus, that's not the crisis. The underlying crisis is that, more work than ever is precarious. People don't have savings accounts. People are not in a position where they're earning income that is in surplus to their expenses.
We turned off the app. We asked for the PPEs, which, that was the last thing they gave into. But then again, like I said, they didn't make them readily available.
By some estimates, more than a third of U.S. workers are a part of the gig economy. And what a lot of companies have done to get around paying greater amounts of benefits to their employees is hiring gig workers. But ultimately, what we're seeing through this crisis is how perilous a gig working job is.
Instacart said over the past few weeks, they have consistently, proactively communicated with the shopper community to ensure they have the support they needed. And they have secured health and safety kits to distribute to shoppers across the community. Earlier this week, Senator Elizabeth Warren and Congressman Ro Khanna introduced an Essential Workers Bill of Rights aimed at protecting frontline workers. The proposal could be included in the next federal relief package.
We have to go on strike because they don't listen to us if it's just one person. So the more people, the more power we have.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.